Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we live? Shit. I think so. What's up, yo? Nah, fuck. Yeah. Happy Friday. Fuck up computer. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, man. What's up out there? What's up, world? What's going on, YouTube? What's up, Void? What's up, world? What's good? Happy Friday. Welcome. Welcome to this fine Friday edition BS with B. Hannas. With me, Nikki B. Hannas. What's good out there? A little earlier than usual. This will be a little shorter than usual. I got some other stuff I got to go do before I get back into the gym and shit. Hey, yo, what up, EMP? Good morning, dude. Yeah, so I still got to pop out here, though. Say what's up to the people. Say what's good to the people. Yeah, it's a Friday, man. Fucking finish this week off strong and keep doing the thing, dude. It's a Friday. Got up nice and early, hit that workout, if you'd call it that. Man, I'm so triggered and down on myself for fucking having to like I'm thinking of it as like lower back, like back rehab. It's kind of how I'm thinking about it. The more I look into it, I think I got a case of fucking lordosis, like my spine, that fucking bottom part. I guess I'm mirrored, but like it comes in, that natural curve is a little exaggerated, which tells me if I understand things correctly that my fucking like pelvis, my pelvis tilt is off. So given the fact that I've just been relentlessly going as heavy as I fucking possibly can. That all makes sense. And I don't like it. I'm pissed about it. Not happy about it. And from my understanding, the way to correct it is a combination of stretching and core exercises, glute exercises. Potentially, there's some type of imbalance in how the muscle is pulling the posture or something. Yeah, I'm still looking into it. I'm still doing my research, but man, it's just I like fuck getting up early and going in and just fucking crushing. I don't feel like I'm crushing right now. I feel like I'm being crushed a little bit, but it's all good. Learning process, growing process. It's never fun. It's never fun, man. And even when I get irritated about it, it's like I shit. I asked, I asked the world. I brought it upon myself. I said, I want to learn how to do this shit a little more seriously. I want to learn more of the ins and outs, some more of the details and nuances and quote unquote legitimate approach to it. And I guess God and the universe said, all right, motherfucker, here you go. Time to learn. Learn through doing. So that's all it is. I just feel like such a pussy at the fucking Planet Fitness. I should be doing pull ups and push ups and all that shit. Instead, I'm doing child's pose and hip thrusts, glute bridges, strapping myself in, wincing because it's just uncomfortable. I'm like, fuck this. But whatever, dude. Whatever, man. Get up and do it anyway. And when I'm in that mood, like I'm like cranky and fucking irritable today. I can just tell. It's a beautiful day outside. Life is good. All is good out here, but I'm just like grinding my teeth, like just agitated. I can feel it. I can feel it, man. But that's all good. It's what you do with it. It's what you do with it. 'Cause then I'm doing my cardio and I'm watching the screens and it's just like, fuck, I need, maybe I should bring these sunglasses to the gym so I can just shut my eyes. I might as well just look like the real asshole that I fucking think I am anyway sometimes. Yeah, I'm just looking at the TV and it's like everyone, I guess the Flyers are doing really well because fucking they're going to the Stanley Cup or something. Everything's all Flyers out. The obligatory, all these goofy, these cornballs on the fucking news and all their little stupid ass, like cutesy types of things they put on the TV. Bus stop, buddy. I guess people really enjoy this because they've been doing that shit for years. I said when I was watching it the other day, what did they have? They were talking about sports and they were calling it was two bald dudes. I guess they were the sports analysts. So they were calling it basketball. How about baseball? And I'm just like, what the fuck is this? What is this stupid ass shit that they're just feeding you? I would like to turn away, but I can't get, you know what I mean? Like, I'm on the treadmill. If I start just looking around too much, and then I look like a fucking creep, and I feel like a fucking creep. What am I gonna do? Look at my phone? Am I just gonna look down? That's all right. I'm bitching about nothing. Bitching about nothing. But then the next thing on the news today was the fucking Delco grave robber. So to those out there, Delaware County is its own little micro world within a world. And there were a few months back, some dude was arrested for having human remains in his fucking house. Skulls. He was part of like Facebook groups that were selling human body parts and shit. Tatted up. He looks like he played in a deathcore band or something. Septum piercing, like neck tattoos and shit. Yeah. Hey, yo, what up, everybody? Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. So this dude was arrested for that. And then it's just on the news today. Delaware County man going to court for grave desecration, grave robbing. I'm like, oh, good. This is this the world? This is the state of things. I'm like, this is just fucked up, man. I'm trying to just work on my lower back, get my shit right so I can keep fucking killing it again. And here's what's going on around me, everybody. Here's what's going on around us, ladies and gentlemen. I guess he's entitled to his due process and a fair trial with the jury of his peers. I'm thinking, man, the fucking 9 millimeter is a lot cheaper than all this. Hey, yo, what up? Damn, everybody's out here today. What's good? Man, I come out here early for a short one. I got to do a short one today. I got to roll soon. And everyone's out here. That's all right. I appreciate you guys. So then it goes from grave robbing to moon joy, and they keep just playing over and over this fucking footage of the Artemis spacecraft and all this shit. And I'm just like, man, I need to like remember what the fuck I talk about sometimes. Fuck all that stuff going on out there. Fuck all of that shit. I need to get fucking all excited and enthusiastic my own endeavors. And I am. I certainly am. It wanes. It's like I said though, it wanes a little bit. The first week of getting up early and crushing, awesome. Second week, momentum is building, righteous. Third week, it's starting to go from this exciting thing to just this thing that I do. And then, here we are on the fourth week, and it's like, all right, I would love to just can someone turn these fucking TVs off? Holy shit, do they have to be on? Shame on me. I gotta find a way to work around it. I gotta find a way to just laugh at it. I guess that's the cure to all of it though, isn't it? Jerome comes in here with these alien emojis. Yeah, you gotta learn to just laugh at it. Look at it like it's a fucking comedy. Look at it like it's a fucking sketch. I'm just, what else did I have to fucking talk about? Nothing much, really. Started reading a new book. It's called The One Thing. I forget the author's name right now. We're going back. We're going back to some classic personal development and business slash success slash whatever. Gonna dive back into this one. The one thing. So the one thing I've noticed about all these books when people talk about entrepreneurship and when people talk about, business and building companies and everything, everybody likes to talk, everybody uses Apple and Steve Jobs, Microsoft and Bill Gates, and then Nike. Everybody uses these. And this book was written in 2012, so it kind of struck me as funny. It's like, all right, it's like that scene in Entourage. I don't know if anyone in here's watched Entourage, but there's the one episode when they fire Ari, so they're looking for a new agent, and everywhere Eric and Vinny go, they bring them into the corporate suit room, put them at the conference table, and every PowerPoint starts the same way with the Apple, Nike, Microsoft, Lloyd. Hey, what up? Yo, Seymour's in the chat too. Yeah, it's like the one episode, it's everything. And Vinny and fucking Eric are getting so mad. They're like, every one of the people, they're all assholes. They're all just playing to the script. They're all just giving us the same thing. We want to make this you, Vinny. You are going to be a brand like Coca-Cola. And I'm reading all these books and like, man, being an author is something I would like to be one day. So make a note to myself that if I ever do, I'm not going to bring up Microsoft or Nike or fucking any of these big, massive fucking things. It's like a cliche. I'm like, man, this dude just killed 20 pages. If his book's 180 pages or whatever, he just killed a solid percentage of that, rehashing the same shit that everyone rehashes. But that's really easy for me to say, having never written or published a motherfucking thing, except for coming out here on YouTube with sunglasses on my head. So take that for what it is. But it's just funny. Bill and Melinda Gates, after he founded Microsoft and totally changed the game, they switched their efforts to philanthropy by emphasizing how important vaccines are. And this was written in 2012. Here we are 15 years later. I'm like, yeah, that didn't age too well, did it? That didn't age too well, did it? But now I have to play apologetics for science denial. So, not going to go too much further with that. No need to go too much further with that. But it's funny, man. Everyone uses the same examples. And I guess that's good. The whole premise of the one thing, as far as I can understand it as I start to read it, it's like focus on one thing. If you split your focus up, you're not going to really succeed at anything. And that stands to reason. It makes me think of what I'm doing in my life. I need to get a little further in the book because the first section is all about deprogramming the lies we're told about success and how we have to reprogram ourselves. Fair enough. I like to think I'm kind of literate in that regard, even though it kind of makes me retarded. That's fine. We're out here learning. We're out here figuring new shit out anyway. So whatever. Yeah, the first lie was that you can multitask. You can multitask your way to success. And it's using all these proverbs where it's like, you need to focus on one thing because the man who chases two rabbits will catch neither. Yeah, unless that man's got a shotgun and he's a fast shot, then he can get all the fucking rabbits he wants. So who knows? Who knows, man? The one thing. We'll see. Because I pondered myself. I'm doing this podcast, and should I take it more seriously? Should I quit my job and pursue podcasting full time? It's obviously pretty stupid. Should I put my guitar down in favor of doing this? Because this might be more likely to monetize and crack the algorithm and blah, blah, blah. Nah, I don't know about that. I thought the one thing was simple. But maybe it's not so simple. What is the one thing? If any of you guys in the chat got a fucking idea, what's the one most important thing? You tell me, because I could go into any direction. I guess just I don't know. What would I say the one thing is? If I had to look at my work and what I do, it's really just expression, giving expression to things that exist somewhere up here. Expression sounds like it's emoting and it sounds like it's all sensitivity. It sounds like, I have to express myself. Man, not really. But if I got what I think is a profound insight or what I think is a profound thought, you got to express it. It only exists in the cerebral abstract realm until it finds some type of expression, some type of manifestation, dare I say. Music's exactly like that. Thinking out loud and riffing, just improvising, talking some shit with a microphone in front of my face. That's exactly the same thing. Expressing observations, hopefully in a constructive way, hopefully not in an agitating or, trolling way. Trolling's got its place, I guess, but trolling overall is pretty fucking corny, you know? Political discontent, societal discontent. It's not difficult to come out here and complain about, I don't know, pick a politician, pick one, you know? It's very interesting to me. What's the one thing that is like the driving principle, I guess? My driving principle is success and self mastery. Yeah, that's true. And I think when you're not in that realm, it needs to take precedence for a long time. And something I read in this book that, because after the first section is, multitasking is a myth. It's a lie they told us. All right, fair enough. There's a debate there. Sure. Let's keep reading. And the second section in the deprogramming is about discipline. That's interesting to me when someone's saying you don't really need to be disciplined because it's a lot easier than you think. Written in 2012, things were different. He's an older dude. I'm fucking stupid. So, like, I've lived a life of varying degrees of good choices and bad choices, whatever, so on and so forth. You need less discipline. Sometimes you just, but the idea at first I read it and I'm like, what the fuck am I reading? Why am I reading this? I made it through the PowerPoint presentation about Apple and Microsoft and Nike. All right, now this dude's telling me you don't need to be disciplined. This is contrary to everything that I believe, but belief systems are weird anyway. But anyway, then it's like, it's not even so much discipline as it is you need discipline to start, which turns into habits, which then turns into things that you do. And then once you have these habits built into you, now it's just like it becomes a self-replicating process. What you got? Check out the book, Eat That Frog. Very relevant to what you're talking to. Sick. Good look. Eat That Frog, huh? I'll buy that shit right now. I'll buy that shit right now, as a matter of fact, once I'm off the stream. Eat That Frog. Yeah, I never heard of that. Yeah, very relevant to what I'm talking through. It's this stuff so interesting to me, man. because I'm looking to my Friday. Like I said, I got to go do a couple things, so I'm going to pop out of here in a minute. I got up, got that first workout in, got my reading in. Here I am talking to my people. I uploaded a couple YouTube shorts, hit a post on that new Instagram page I started. Bang, 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 bang. That takes some fucking discipline. If I don't have discipline, I'm sleeping until fucking the lawnmowers wake me up. If I didn't have discipline, I'd be in the state of a hangover right now. I wouldn't have 100+ episodes on here. I wouldn't have, 100+ thousand views via the shorts. And because I wouldn't have been posting the shorts, I wouldn't have had people online telling me to manifest some hair, or some other dude the other day telling me the sunglasses were a bad choice. That's fine. In fact, you're not wrong. But that's what we do, you know? This stuff's so interesting to me. And it's propelling me forward no matter what, whether my back hurts or don't hurt. Whatever, dude, Very interesting. So I love reading this kind of stuff. I guess you have to get past the obligatory Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, but maybe they're just legendary figures and you should study them anyway. When I'm giving guitar lessons to my one student, he wants to talk about Slaughter to Prevail and all these new bands, Slipknot and Korn. And I'm like, brother, you need to go back and listen to some fucking Metallica. All right, we got Metallica covered. You need to go back and listen to some Black Sabbath. You need to go back and listen to some Jimi Hendrix. You need to go back and put on some Doors, some Howlin' Wolf. You got to get to the root of all this stuff. Study the big dogs of the genre. So it makes sense that everyone has the obligatory Bill Gates thing. Maybe I'm just very skeptical of it because, something about Epstein and emails and islands and the rapid shift of the world since 2012. So who the fuck knows, man? Bill and Melinda Gates shifted their attention to vaccine proliferation to make the world a better place. I don't know I don't know. They must have done a really bad job at it then. Shit. He's also asking Mr. Jeff Epstein for what? Some kind of like STD fucking medicine or something. Yeah. And then they divorced and she took fucking half his money. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What the fuck do I know? Who gives a shit? I got to roll out of here. I got some things to go do. Then I got to go lift some weights. If I can't get heavy, I'm going to do a shit ton of reps. Still get after it. Then I got to go serve burgers all day. Burgers, milkshakes, fries, so on and so forth. So if you want to look at me like I'm a fucking expert, I advise you, don't do that. But thanks for hanging out on this fine Friday morning. BS with Be Honest with me, Nikki Be Honest, here on YouTube live, unscripted, improvised, just riffing and ripping. You can find it on YouTube at BS with Be Honest, Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast, so on and so forth. BS with Be Honest. You want to hear some music? Heavy blues metal, I like to call it. You can go to my other YouTube channel for one, Nikki Be Honest Music, backing track jam series, just ripping. I like improv. I like just going with the flow. That's the one thing. Go with the flow because allegedly no one really knows what the fuck they're doing. But it sounds like I do when I got a guitar. So go check that shit out. Heavy blues metal, NikkiBeHannas.com, NikkiBeHannas.bandcamp.com, Nikki Behannas on all streaming services. Fucking, you want to get some heavy blues metal merch? HeavyBluesMetal.com. You want to support? Links are all in the description. So on and so forth. Happy motherfucking Friday. Don't let these motherfuckers get you down. Stay away from Bill Gates and his vaccines. Besides that, keep it real. One love. Peace. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hey, yo.